Hey guys, good morning. One of the most important things that you need to consider if you are looking to gain permanent residency in Canada and you're here on a temporary visa, either a study permit or work permit, is to get your language tests in order. I'm talking about getting specifically the CELPIP. CELPIP is the number one language test that I would recommend when it comes to pursuing Canadian permanent residency. And the reason is because it's at level with the Canadian language benchmark. If you get an 8 in CELPIP, that's equivalent to a Canadian language benchmark of 8 as well. A 10 in CELPIP is also a CLB of 10. So CELPIP is like a good gauge of what your scores will be when you apply for Canadian permanent residency. Now, one of the many mistakes that I commonly see or encounter people make is to delay taking the CELPIP. That's because they're not confident yet to take the CELPIP. Well, I'm telling you, if you really want to maximize your chances of getting approved and gaining that precious congratulations, you're now a permanent resident of Canada email, uh, don't delay taking the CELPIP. It's very important, it's very crucial that you take the CELPIP as soon as possible. Even if you score low, it doesn't matter. At least you will have a good grasp on what the test will look like. And you can come back to it uh, better and prepared. So take the CELPIP as soon as possible. In our case, we took the CELPIP 3 months after we landed. I mean, what's the harm in taking the CELPIP? You would lose $280 Canadian dollars at the moment of recording. That's how much CELPIP costs. It could rise up in the future. But yes, take it as soon as possible. Gauge yourself. If you score high, well and good, then you can immediately open an express entry profile, right? That's the most important thing. You cannot open an express entry profile without language scores. And CELPIP is like the key to that. So take the CELPIP as soon as possible. Don't delay. If you score low, you can always retake it again. Like give it a week, review for a week, and then take it again. So yes, CELPIP is very important as soon as possible, as soon as you land uh, on temporary permits or temporary visas if you want to get Canadian permanent residency. All right? Ciao.